Hello and welcome back to our Heart and Soul Yoga Life channel. My name is Henrike, and today I want to discuss with you how to stop complaining and come back into your power and start acting again. So what happens a lot when we are unhappy with what we've got, be it in our job, in our relationships, politics-wise, environmentalism-wise, is that we can get really frustrated and start complaining, right? We sit down with friends over a coffee, or we stand in the kitchenette with our colleagues and we vent to each other and complain. Early on, that's actually a resourceful sort of thing, because we are seeing whether our ideas fly, whether other people think and agree with us and think we are right. Somebody might play the devil's advocate and throw in opposing views so that we can strengthen our argument. So that's a good thing. But if we keep going like this over a long period of time, it erodes the productivity, it erodes our feeling good about ourselves. And we are just, in the end of the day, wasting a lot of energy, being really, really unproductive. So I want to encourage you today to take your power back in these scenarios and find a way of coming out of this endless feedback loop of complaining and back into action. So really, in those kind of situations, you end up having three choices, right? Either you come to the conclusion that you can't do anything about it, or you really don't want to expand that energy. So then your job is to accept what is and become productive and positive about it again. Just have real acceptance. The other thing is, the other option is to not accept what is and find where your power sits and where your circle of influence is, where you are able to do something about it, to change it. Or your third option is to walk away. If a scenario or a situation is something that's unacceptable and you don't have any power to change anything, or whatever scenario you are in, other people don't want to jump on board and change with you, then you might start taking the first steps of finding an alternative and walking away. So that's really the three steps you have. So rather than staying in this endless loop, choose one of them and get clarity about what it is that you do want, so you can come back into that circle of influence. So for example, when it comes to relationships, right? If you are in a relationship that is unsatisfying, happens to the best of us. It's very rare that two people find each other and straight off the bat and in the long run, everything is perfect and will line up. So what is in your power? It is getting clear around what your needs are and what it is that you are willing or not willing on compromising on. It is in your power then to communicate those kind of things and then to work with your partner to work it out. Now, if the other person is unwilling or completely unable to jump on board and cooperate with you, that's another story. Then it might be eventually time to walk away. Might be time first to find professional help and see if somebody can help you together to work through things. But if even that isn't possible, or if in truth things just don't line up for you and your needs are incompatible, then the next step might be to find a resourceful way out, find a way of, with dignity and with mutual respect and with self-respect really, walk away from things. Take your power back, take action. The same in a job scenario. I often work with people who are unhappy in their current workplace, be it because of a boss that they have who is bullying them, or a colleague, or like just a toxic environment, or sometimes they are just like not challenged enough in their job. So again, you can complain and you can stick around for a long time, but that really erodes both your confidence and also your joy. And the longer you stay around, the less energetic you feel to do something about it. So it's like this negative spiral that points downwards. So what are your options here? Again, get clear about what it is that you are truly seeking, that you truly want. Are you looking for more responsibility? Are you looking for more leeway in terms of making decisions and running your projects? Are you looking for support? Are you looking for someone to change their behavior? Get really clear about this and then step into a place where you are being productive and proactive about it, rather than complaining and eroding the kind of good vibes at your workplace, or eroding yourself and staying negative. See who you can communicate with. If there are outlets, people who will hear you and who will support you, if you are then receiving feedback about what is needed from you, apply that feedback, be proactive, be the person who makes the change necessary from your end, just like you're hoping somebody else is going to change along. But if you find that there is absolutely nothing in your power and the workplace patterns continue, then it's probably time to start looking for a different job with the clarity of what your strengths are, what it is that you want in a job, and being proactive about looking somewhere else. And honestly, even when it comes to politics, we are not as powerless as we think we are sometimes. If there are topics that you are really passionate about, that you are really feeling strongly about, who is to say that you can't attend, say for example, like courthouse meetings, that you can't attend public meetings of kind of your local government, that you can't even become an independent candidate or join a party and actually start become one of those decision makers yourself. Not everybody is up for that and interested, but at the same time, sitting there and complaining doesn't really change anything. What does change something is when you cast your vote, when you go and actually vote for someone, when you are part of like a grassroots movement to take care of certain issues, or when you go and actually start doing something about it. So here are your options. You are not always as powerless. And rather than kind of staying in this negative loop and dragging other people down energetically and everybody is complaining and whinging, see where your outlets are, where you can actually be productive, and then take all that complaining energy and take it there and do something with it. So ask yourself, first of all, what is it that you actually want? What are the complaints that you have in your life right now? And what is it, rather than just seeing what's not right, what would right look like for you? What do you want? Then ask yourself, how can you be constructive? How can you be proactive? How can you step up and actually at least make an effort towards change? If it's within your power, brilliant. If not, at least make that start and show up as a leader. Don't just be a follower who then complains. Be a leader who does whatever you can, and if not, take your energy elsewhere. I hope that's enough food for thought for today, and that helps you drive your bus, even if it's just one bus stop at a time, one little decision at a time. Share in the notes down here below in the post where you have taken action, where you have stepped up, where you have been able to contribute and make a change because of a frustration you had that you actually turned into productive energy. And as always, we are looking forward to hearing from you. And if you like our content on this channel, please subscribe and click the like button for this video, as much as subscribing, so that you get updates when we are putting out new content. Thank you very much, and see you again soon.